Look, I'll be honest with you. There is no debate here at all. I'll admit, there are some good things about the day. The daytime is a great time for a leisurely drive in bumper-to-bumper traffic on your way to a day job. Daytime's great for an impromptu picnic in the park with a bunch of hobos who just want a bite of your sandwich or $5. Daytime's a morning stroll in the same dress and heels you wore the previous evening when 6 vodka cranberries helped you to believe that texting your ex was a good idea. But at night, at that moment, it was a great idea. Because you see, nighttime doesn't judge. Nighttime knows you need to get your rocks off. Nighttime just wants you to be happy. 6 vodka cranberries at night, that's dressing up. That's dancing, steak dinners, singing with your friends at the top of your lungs. Have 6 vodka cranberries in the daytime. You know what that is? That's scrambled eggs that you're cleaning up off the conference room table because the mix of fluorescent lights, copier toner, and your project manager's PowerPoint presentation made you dizzy. Nobody wants it. Night is pure id. It's as close to a bacchanalian experience as you can find. Go to a daytime orgy. Go. Now, assuming if you can find one, my guess is there are a lot of people keeping their shirts on. See, that's the beauty of night, my friends. It hides imperfections of ourselves and others that would otherwise disgust us. Take your shirt off, nobody's gonna see your weird mole. And to her point that if you're good at something, you would do it in the daytime, I would say this. When people are good at something, they always say, oh, you can do that with your eyes closed. That's a night you made for yourself. The Night is a Tribe Called Quest Midnight Marauders, one of the best hip-hop albums ever. It's Walking After Midnight by Patsy Cline, Heatwave's Boogie Nights, George Benson's Gimme the Night, Sinatra's Strangers in the Night, Shook Me All Night Long by AC/DC, The Freaks Come Out at Night, Houdini, Lionel Richie All Night Long, Phil Collins In the Air Tonight, Nightclubbin' by Iggy Pop, and a bunch of other songs by men. The Nighttime is the Right Time was by Ray Charles, a blind man. But even he could see that night was better. The Beatles, It's Been a Hard Day's Night. A song that says how shitty daytime is in the title. The only song that even tries to suggest day may be better than night is Maroon 5's Sunday Morning, which is a song that comes with khaki pants. Play that song all the way through, you don't even know how it happened. You're dressed straight from a Gap ad trying to fix a wheel on a McLaren stroller while picking Cheerios out of your hair. When that song started, you were single. Listening to that song all the way through is like a gypsy curse that ends with you moving to New Jersey. You can cut that song out. They don't want to hear it. You can turn it off. James Brown's Night Train, Dizzy Gillespie's Night in Tunisia, Bob Seger's Night Moves, Bob Seger's Hollywood Nights, Star Tonight by Guess Who? Bob Seger. Bob Seger's We've Got Tonight, 9 Tonight, also by Bob Seger. Basically, if it weren't for night, Bob Seger would just be that raspy janitor who made a shitty acoustic album in the 70s called Brand New Morning. And it sounds like this. You can turn it up.
Brand new morning, brand new day.
Stop it. You don't want these people to kill themselves. Now clearly night is much better than day. In the daytime, millionaires and billionaires spend their time creating risky financial situations that they then bet against so they get richer, while everyday people lose homes purchased with mortgages those same millionaires and billionaires gave them loans for, with the knowledge that whether said loans were paid back or not, those millionaires and billionaires would get rich either way. There's a billionaire in the audience. Let me tell you what happens at night. At night, a billionaire can dress up in a cape and protect the streets. Yeah, he's not gonna do that in daytime. No, people would laugh at him as he runs around in his gray tights and his bat silhouette. In the daytime, your only hope for protection is who? Superman? You wanna put your faith in an alien? This is America, Jack. People lose their shit when you try to build a mosque. What do you think they're gonna say about a fortress of solitude? It has fortress in its name. He's calling himself a Superman. Why? He thinks he's better than us? Flying around picking up school buses? Flaunting his superiority in the middle of the day? What is this Superman planning? Trust that the 24-hour news cycle would have that alien back to Krypton in a week. Speaking of the 24-hour news cycle, there was a time when you just got your news while you ate dinner. But now there's a need to give you news all day long. Stories that aren't stories are mined and churned and processed throughout the day in an attempt to turn molehills into mountains. Now, as my whatevers will say, they might say it's night that gives us the bloviating of Hannitys and Olbermans and O'Reillys, but it's the constant news coverage throughout the day that can turn a simple greeting into a terrorist fist jab, and can cause politicians to posture on party principles in an attempt to play for cameras that get them invited onto Sunday morning news shows where they become characters on a television that plays in the background of your home as you fix the wheel on a McLaren stroller and pick Cheerios out of your hair. And somewhere, a gypsy is laughing at you. Because she knows you will never again know the unbridled joy that is the night. It'll just be a place where you sleep the pain of the day away. Which, on a side note, let's all just admit, we can all agree right now, sleeping is fucking great. I think you all would agree as well that sleeping is amazing. Sleeping's great. It's the best. And when do you sleep? You sleep at night. If all you do with your night is sleep, you still come out a winner. Go get a night's sleep. Go tell someone you got a full night's sleep. People become jealous of you. They say, oh my God, you're so lucky. I wish I could be like you. Sleep in the daytime, people call you lazy. They say stuff like, John thinks you may have a problem. Now, in closing, I've talked a lot about the virtues of night versus day. And while these are all scientific facts, they're also my opinion. So my final point, my rebuttal to everything they blathered about, my final point comes in the form of a question to you, the audience. How you guys doing? You good? Are you enjoying yourself? You having fun? All right, that's not my question. This is my question. When is this show happening?